Once upon a time, in a vast and sun-drenched jungle, a mighty lion, the undisputed king of all beasts, was enjoying a peaceful afternoon nap. His powerful body lay stretched out under the shade of a large tree, his golden mane fanning out like a crown around his head. All was quiet until a tiny, curious mouse, scurrying about his business, accidentally ran up the lion's tail and onto his back. The lion, disturbed from his slumber, awoke with a tremendous, earth-shaking roar. In a flash, he snatched up the terrified little mouse with his massive paw. The mouse trembled, caught in the shadow of the lion's sharp claws, his tiny heart pounding like a drum. He knew he was facing certain doom. "Pardon me, O king," squeaked the mouse in a small, desperate voice. "Please forgive me, I didn't mean to wake you. I was just exploring and didn't see you. If you let me go, I promise I will never forget your kindness. Who knows, one day, a humble creature like me might be able to help you in return." The lion looked down at the minuscule creature in his paw. The idea of this tiny mouse ever being able to help him, the powerful king of the jungle, was so absurd that it made him chuckle. The chuckle grew into a deep, rumbling laugh that echoed through the trees. He was amused by the mouse's bravery and bold promise. Feeling generous and perhaps a little entertained, the lion lifted his paw and set the mouse free. "Run along, little one," he rumbled, "and try not to be so careless next time." The mouse, overjoyed and relieved, scurried away as fast as his little legs could carry him, vowing to remember the lion's mercy. Several weeks later, a group of hunters came to the jungle. They were determined to capture the magnificent lion they had heard so much about. They set a clever trap, a strong net made of thick ropes, hidden along one of the lion's usual paths. That evening, as the lion was proudly strolling through his territory, he walked straight into the trap. The net sprang up, entangling him completely. The more the lion struggled, the tighter the ropes became. He thrashed and writhed, but he couldn't break free. Trapped and helpless, he let out a roar of frustration and anger, a sound so full of despair that it traveled far and wide across the jungle. The little mouse, who was nibbling on a seed not too far away, heard the lion's desperate cry. He recognized the voice of the king who had spared his life. Without a second thought, he dropped his food and raced towards the sound. When he arrived, he saw the heartbreaking sight of the mighty lion tangled in the thick ropes, completely unable to move. "Don't worry, Your Majesty. I am here to help you," the mouse chirped. The lion looked down and saw the tiny creature he had once laughed at. He felt a surge of hopelessness. What could such a small mouse possibly do against these thick, tough ropes? But the mouse didn't hesitate. He immediately began to gnaw on the ropes with his sharp little teeth. He gnawed and chewed, cutting through one strand after another. It was hard work, but he was determined. Slowly but surely, the thick ropes began to fray and then snap. One by one, the ropes gave way until, finally, a large hole appeared in the net. With one last mighty effort, the lion pulled himself free from the weakened trap. He stood tall and shook his mane, finally liberated. He turned to the small mouse and looked at him with newfound respect and gratitude. "Thank you, my little friend," the lion said, his voice full of genuine warmth. "You are right, you saved my life. I learned today that even the mightiest among us can need help, and that kindness, no matter how small it seems, is never wasted." From that day forward, the lion and the mouse were the best of friends, and the story of their unlikely friendship served as a timeless reminder to all the creatures of the jungle that a little kindness can go a long way, and that no act of compassion is ever truly small. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fables and tales. See you next time.